So I'm redesigning my last game jam submission into a releasable project. But in order for my game to be Steam ready, the art definitely has to be up to par. And right now, it currently isn't. So naturally, I'm going to do a total overhaul. And this is Overhaul Part 2, the art. So now that we have the story planned from the last video, I can begin to base some new art off of it. To keep all this info organized, I'm going to separate the art in this video into 3 major topics. Number 1, environmental art. Number 2, character and enemy art. And number 3, UX and UI design. For environmental art, my designing process when thinking of new worlds had one essential requirement. If you have seen any of my previous videos, you will likely know that there is a unique mechanic in my game. It's a random storm cycle that affects your towers as you play. So when creating new worlds, I didn't want any of them to be seasonal or weather influenced. For example, if I use a snowy tundra as one of my worlds, it wouldn't make sense to use certain storms within that world. So not having seasonal worlds would allow me to design storms much more freely, as they would not be specific to any maps. With this in mind, I was able to transform this abomination into my brand new, redesigned first world, the Dunes. The Dunes are an open wasteland with uncontrollable weather to fit our mechanic, and also revived ancient beings that will try to destroy your bunker as you play. This is an overhaul of the current game, so I won't really be getting into future plans right now. This way, the demo has a fairly accurate look into the future finished game that you guys can try, and I can also get some feedback to make the rest of the game as good as possible. For the actual graphics in the first world, here's a quick look into how I achieved this. So for the art in each level, it actually only consists of one singular sprite. It's just separated into different drawn layers. The first layer is actually a tieable sand texture. It is continuous and covers the entire background. After this layer comes the path itself. I made the path by just using a darker tone line brush. Then I designed some more decorations like skeletons and cactus to make it feel more like an actual desert. And the final layer is just a scaled version of the first layer with a lower opacity. This gives the scene an effect that it's harder to see. Then I just continued to rinse and repeat this process to create each and every level. My next objective was to design new enemies. So going based off the lore in this level, I needed to design some ancient desert-like creatures. However, to add more depth and content to the game, I wanted to also make a few enemies with unique abilities, unlike the last game. So back to the drawing board I went. After some more work, I came up with these enemies. The Sand Slug, the Dune Glider, Sandstone Golem, and for some more variation, some younger versions with less health and more speed, like the Baby Sand Slug, Baby Dune Glider, and Baby Sandstone Golem. Finally, just as promised, I made 2 enemies with abilities. The first being the Mini Sentai. When it activates its ability randomly, it moves up to 40% faster. And also the Dune Roller, who randomly activates its ability, and it stops, sets a shield of immunity, and it no longer takes damage. The shield will also block bullets for other enemies passing by. I feel fairly proud of this new enemy lineup for the Dune world, as it adds a lot of depth and new mechanics to the game. But definitely let me know your opinion on these new enemy designs. Now before this video ends, I wanted to quickly talk about some UI art changes and UX changes. Don't worry, I know your quick attention span won't last much longer, but just hang in with me. So the main changes in the UI were actually in the levels themselves. Many of the interactions while playing did not make much sense and looked ridiculous. So after a bit of redesigning, I came up with a few needed changes. To start, before there was a huge panel that took up most of the screen. With the UI graphics defaulted, it was extremely noisy, unnecessary, and just generally made poorly. There were also separate cell buttons overlaid on each tower that were either all visible at once or none at all. This also was not very intuitive and was extremely noisy on the screen. After the UI and UX redesign, I came up with this. In the bottom left of your screen, there is a hotbar that holds the 3 main damage towers. Without any info constantly on screen, it was extremely simple and efficient. In order to learn about these towers, you could just click on the place towers themselves. The panel that pops up holds all information about the tower, showcasing its damage, price, range, and general information. This panel also solves the other issue, as you're able to seamlessly sell the tower from the panel itself. Then, in order to save more space, with the weather towers, I created a storm drop. This is a tower that sits in the bottom right of your screen. After placing it, you can click on it to decide the effect that you would like for it to hold. This not only is efficient, but also allows for a more seamless future upgrading system, as the player would only have to deal with improvements within the one tower, rather than dealing with upgrades in each separate weather tower. After I was done implementing some custom art for buttons, panels, and fonts, I was about done with all major UI and UX changes for the demo. The demo with the full first world is ready for you to play. The link is in the description below, and as always, please like and subscribe as it greatly boosts the growth of this project. And stay tuned for more updates on Stormfront Tower Defense.